Hello, everyone. So, today we're going to talk about something called subjective communication, which is a technique in Silva that we use in Silva. And so, subjective communication is when you are in alpha, you're in your alpha state of mind, that relaxed, very peaceful state of mind where you can access different things. And you talk to somebody in your mind in that alpha state. And this could be used in advance before you have a meeting with them, like way in advance, like days in advance or weeks in advance. Or it could be used like right before, maybe 5 minutes that before you talk to them. And it could be used like, for example, if you have a client that is just never happy with what you're doing, or if you are always arguing with somebody, whether it's a relative or a partner, or you're just not getting along with a friend, anytime you have these conflicts, or you want them to, you don't like a behavior that they're having. Maybe they are smoking too much, or maybe they're drinking too much alcohol in your view, something that you don't like, and you know that maybe you've tried to talk to them before in real life, but it creates more conflict because you guys start arguing again. So this is a what you do is, for the subjective communication, is you are gonna go into your alpha level and you're gonna think of this person and what you argue about, or what you don't see eye to eye about, and you're gonna talk to them. For example, you say you're talking to a client, and say they're always giving you to stuff that they don't like, something that you're doing. So you go in your mind, and in alpha you say, Joe, I worked as hard as I can for you. I spent extra time on your work because I highly value your your relationship as a client, and I want to make sure that you're happy, and I want to communicate better with you. I want to make sure that I bring my work is up to your standards. So help me understand what it is that you're looking for, or is there some anger issue that you're taking out on me because of something else that's going through your life? I want to help you, and I want you to be happy with the work that I'm doing. So please, if you could tell me what I could do, or how can I help you? Or that's one example. Another example would be, say you're always arguing with somebody. Say it's a relative, and you always don't see eye to eye, and then in your subjective communication in your mind say, look, for example, Mary, I love you. I I love spending time with you, but I don't want to argue with you about this, and I keep arguing and we don't see eye to eye. For example, um, I say that they always criticizing people, or they're always in a bad mood. So you say, when you're in a bad mood, it doesn't it doesn't feel good that you're in a bad mood, and I don't want to hang out with you, but I know you're a wonderful person and I would love to spend more time with you. So if you could help me understand what it is that are angry about, what it is that you're in a bad mood about, and I love being with you. So could change the way that you if you could change the way that you are, be more open to what I have to say, then I would love to hang out with you more. I would love to spend time with you more. Something like that. You guys get the idea. So what happens is, you have this communication with them, and you see things getting better and better. So you keep doing that communication a few times, and you will actually see that you start getting along with that person. You start seeing maybe things that you could do for on your end. Maybe you could smile more, maybe you could say good morning more, maybe you could connect with them more, maybe call them at some point and talk to them just to see how their day is going, so they know that you care. Just things like that. These things will come up when you're doing your subjective communication. So I highly encourage it. It's really worked well for me. I can tell you, for me, for example, one example, and I have always I have always examples that I can bring up. But one example is I was having trouble with my sister. And my sister, I love her so much, but she was always angry. And so I talked to her in my subjective communication, and I asked her, "What are you so angry about? Think about all these good things that are going on in your life. You know, you have this wonderful job. You have this wonderful apartment. You know, you have people who love you. You know, you're very talented. You're a very talented artist. You know." And so I talked to her in my mind, and then over time she's totally changed. You know, she's this wonderful positive person that I love to hang out with, and that is receptive to positive energy, and she's receptive to good ideas, and she's happy where she is. She's happy with herself now. And so she's totally changed, and I'm so grateful that I worked with her in my subjective, in on the subjective level, with the subjective communication, because it's really made her so much more fun, and so much more interesting, and so much of a better person for herself. So I'm happy for her, and I love her so much. So please use this technique. It's a wonderful technique. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Elian Solorzano from the Silva Method of New Hampshire. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, everyone.